Okay, Marty, so here we are inside the home, and they've got this all new flooring through here. I'll just kind of pan around so that you can kind of see, back up a little bit here so you can see the fan here. And then we've got a section here that takes us over to these French doors that go out to the covered deck and then to the kitchen. And I'm going to pass up the room to the behind me, and we'll go over that in just a sec. But the way that this is set up is we've got a gas stove. It is not convection. We've got the microwave. We've got a dishwasher that is not a stainless steel interior. And one thing to be aware of here, you see this hodgepodge of stuff down here. This puppy's not hooked up yet. So we have a sink and stuff that's basically just for show right now. That's about all it is. And of course, when I open, you'll notice when I open the door, it doesn't open all the way because we've got some issues with the hardware. And then this thing opens underneath. And then if you go squeeze way back there, if a person has cats, they'll probably have a field day back there. And then as we proceed through, we've got this access door that goes under the deck also. And then we've got a bath for the 3 bedrooms on this side, and then we have our finished basement. So I'm going to take you through the bath here, and the fan's running. Actually, I think that's the furnace running. It is the furnace running. Just a couple things to kind of keep in mind is this is definitely a flip. If they were going to flip it, why didn't they just replace that? It just doesn't make sense. Here's the rear bedroom on the main level here. Replacement windows. They look to be pretty good shape. Then here's the window, or the bedroom on the east side of the house in the front. And again, I mean, this looks okay. If you'll notice there, these doors are a little bit off. I don't know about that one. And then they're using all the same flooring through here. And actually, I'm feeling some unevenness with my feet here as I'm walking through. So now, let's talk here. You got your detail. And we're actually standing on the basement here. I'm in the living room. It's all basement from this wall going all the way down to the end of the house. So, I mean, 1,040 square feet is basement. So now we're going to go into what I believe was formerly the garage. And now this thing is on, it is not a slab. It is on crawl space. And I have no way of getting into the attached garage. The keys don't work. There's no opener. So they had turned this into a bath with a 3/4 bath here to the rear. And I don't see any access as far as that goes. So that's one thing I want you to be aware of. The other thing is in this hallway, you'll notice up here, there's a crawl space and then there's a whole house fan. And it's functional. I turned it on and it was working. So we should be good there. So let's head down to the basement. And again, this basement, a lot of finished area here. And this is all painted and everything else, and it looks pretty new. And so here's the wall that would have been on the near the what was formerly the garage. They've got a closet in here. You can kind of see, it's a good spacious closet. They've got these suspended tiles and they don't look too bad. And then of course they've got another room here with what looks like a closet, but actually what it is, it's the sump pump. And we're going to get into that in some more detail. You can see this is where it begins to change. This is probably what it was when he bought it. And keep in mind, I think he bought this in March for like $155 or something like that. It's in your detail. Anyway, so I go back here. Now I'm coming into the half bath. And they've got a GFCI there. I just don't think they're done yet. I should check under here. That doesn't look too jacked up. But let's go back to the other section of the basement here. So now we've got another one that's a finished space. We've got a sewer clean out here. The drywall leaves something to be desired. And I know I'm sounding picky, and then they had the replacement windows up there, but that is probably was the regular window. But this drywall job could have been done better, maybe. So here we're going back into the utility area of the sink. And by the way, in that back bedroom, on the rear, to the rear, there was a hole in the closet floor, and that is your laundry chute that comes right down to this corner here. Now I find it interesting that the drywall does not touch this floor. And I think there's probably been water in this basement. This appears to be an original window, and of course that's where they had the lint going out for the dryer, and so they just moved the dryer. Well, actually the washing machine is there, the dryer is here, and we've got an electrical panel with rust on it here, and that's a dead giveaway that it's been pretty moist down here before. Now, again, when you look through, and I'm just going to get down here, you can see the sump pump right there, and you see the discharge pipe, and the discharge pipe is coming around and coming up and coming over here, and it's going outside. So that's a good thing. But then you've got this ribbed piping that they have some plan as to put that into the sewer here for gray water from the washing machine and stuff like that. But again, it kind of concerns me because this is kind of a jury-rigged type of deal. Because of the vibration, it would probably start leaking after a while. And then got a lot of tape and stuff up here. And these wires, I mean, they are all over the place, as you can see. And then when we get back here into this area, I don't know if you can see very well, but what we've got here, I remember out there it was a Temp Star. This is a Comfort Air. And so we've got exhaust here, but we've got intake here on this one. And then this is exhaust. And then this used to be intake here. And they've capped this off. That's what I think took place here. I have no idea how old this thing is. And there's no markings on it that tell me what its age is. And in our detail, we might be able to tell. And of course, we've got a water heater here, A.O. Smith. They don't have, and I know I'm being picky, but they should, right here, that's for to protect you so you don't get scalded if this thing kind of blows up. And it's just too easy to just do it right, put it in right. There's an old filter. I hope they put a filter in there. I don't know that that's the case. So I don't know what the age is on that. Maybe I can get around here. Oh, here we go. So hopefully we can tell. So I'm hoping you can read that okay, Marty. Anyway, as I'm looking at this house, I also felt when I went in that bedroom off the living room, I felt like that floor was somewhat humped in the middle. And so there's no way to get down there. I did not find a crawl space access. Could not get it in through the garage. Maybe there's an access there. I can always ask them on that. But this seems, boy, it seems to be priced up there pretty good for what you're getting, because those kitchen cabinets are not all that great. And they want $277 on this. I think that's really high. I hate to have to tell you that. I wish I could tell you that, yeah, let's go out, jump all over this. But I don't know, especially with a, no, if it had a decent yard, I'd say let's try it. But this is just, I think there's just too much going on here. Anyway, that's all for this. Feel free to reach out to me with whatever thoughts you've got. I'll do whatever you want me to do as far as that goes, Marty, but I don't know. There's just, I mean, the flooring's okay, and that's all I'm going to say, just okay. So anyway, I'll let you go. Bye.